Dick smoothie.
Magnesium. That's all I gotta say. We'll be listening to that message soon. We've decided to just do random things this fine warm day.
It's a beautiful day.
Oshawa, Ontario. It's beautiful. It feels like it's freaking 22 degrees outside. It's 5 p.m. We're pretty ready to make some food too. What are we gonna make tonight?
We're making, well, I want to call them danwiches. If we want to be punny, it's posh. Make your own grilled cheese, gourmet grilled cheese. We're using Fakin, which is fake bacon, or Hail Satan, vegan bacon. Roast beef.
And that's for me, of course.
That's right.
Because Tash would not eat meat other than fish. But that makes you a, whatchamacallit?
It's a pescatarian, but I consider myself a flexitarian.
A flexitarian? What is that?
Like, every day is different. Some days I'm like, I just want to eat, like, all the seafood. And other days I'm just like, no. No cheese, like, no nothing. But you know what? Like, I don't really like regular cheese, but I've realized that feta cheese, like feta, is so fucking good.
Sorry, feta.
Feta. That's how the Greeks say it. Feta.
Oh, okay. Well, that shows how smart I am because I didn't even know that feta cheese was Greek.
Have you ever had like what is it? Spanakopita? It's like phyllo pastry with spinach and feta cheese, and it's like so good.
Sorry, pastry? Oh, you know what? I think I have.
You probably have.
I think I actually have, and I like it.
Frozen, like already made. It's delicious. But if you actually take light feta cheese and you crumble it on top of a homemade pizza, it actually pools and melts like regular mozzarella. And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. So I'm like, no need to buy dairy because feta is made with sheep's milk, and obviously there's a lot less of it needed, so it's better for the environment.
This is true. So there's less ass gas being released into the atmosphere.
It's true.
Oh, well.
Our planet is going to live longer with less ass gas.
I agree.
But that goes for you too.
I know, and I'm terrible. And Bugles, I actually, you know what? I think he's just taking after me. He hears me fart often and then is like, eh.
Why don't you tell everybody about your newest purchase and what that's been like to fart on?
What's my newest purchase? Oh, yeah, okay. So I got a yoga ball. Exercise ball, but I don't really exercise on it. I kind of stretch on it and stuff, but I mainly use it for gaming.
You sit on it to play video games.
Yeah, but like when I'm bouncing up and down, I fucking snipe. I'm just I
just like pew 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 pew.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. Pew 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 pew. No, actually, I kill while I'm just bouncing on this ball.
Sure you do.
And I say that I'm working out my abs when I'm definitely not, but you
boom,
know.
Headshot. That's what you say?
No, I just go, oh yeah, baby. Yeah,
what's
baby,
your kill count?
Yeah.
What's your highest kill count, bro? I played COD.
I don't actually know what my highest kill count was.
Bro, are you a noob?
In a Call of Duty game, I think my highest kill count was 54, but that was in a team deathmatch, and it was like I had 54 and like 20 deaths, I think. So it's not even that great.
Well, it sounds pretty great to me. You shouldn't have downplayed it because I was really impressed for a minute.
Okay, well then I'm the coolest guy ever, obviously.
All hail Dan. Well, okay, here's a question for the listeners. If you're gamers, which console is better?
Oh, this is a great question, actually.
Sony or Microsoft? Because
Tash is in the market for either an Xbox One or a PS5, and she doesn't know. But she wants the Xbox for specifically Gears of War.
Gears of War. Once you play it, you'll never go back to Call of Duty. I swear to God.
But isn't it like mainly like hiding behind things and peeking out and shooting?
No.
Oh, okay. My bad.
So epic. Like, I only like to play video games where, like, what would you be? I never played World of Warcraft, but you know, like a tank character. Sounds horrible. Like,
just the big guys.
I want to be but like, I like to be the power. I hate Assassin's Creed games because I hate stealthy play. I prefer to just be like, liquid, like just that courage of being like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it, just getting out in the open. And you could get totally mauled, but it gives you so much more of an adrenaline rush than playing strategically. I love just like being like, fuck it. And Gears of War makes you feel like a muscle dummy, and you're going in with like the most obnoxious weapons that you have. I think, what's it called, a Lancer? It's a gun, but when you get up to like the grubs, it actually has like a chainsaw on it, so you just saw them in half. It's so good
and gory.
Yes, there's so much blood. Ugh.
Oh God, I love how everyone in this neighborhood could probably hear you say that. So we're actually we're broadcasting outside today, and I do want to say before we actually open up the show that holy crap, we didn't do video. Suck my dick, suck Tash's dick, and
especially suck my dick.
Yeah,
y'all
she
know
wants
what
it.
we look like. If you don't. You're gonna find out, and you're gonna have the biggest crushes. I'm just kidding.
But we're excited to, like, you know, like, I know there's a lot of people. Actually, Tash is getting backlash on her newest podcast, which is beautiful. I produce it. It's called What It's Like with Tasha Blake. But with each episode, it changes from what it's like to have a phobia or an irrational fear to something that's gonna come next. What do you have any idea what's coming next? You probably, it's like she keeps telling me that she's got like multiple guests.
I've got 12 episodes in the pipeline currently. 12 episodes in the pipeline currently with different people. I will say, like, my friend and I are gonna do episodes about dating, and we're gonna do Tales of Tinder. TM. Can I trademark that?
Tales of Tinder. I like that.
And
Tales of Tinder. Oh, that's just our segment now. Tales of Tinder.
Well, you probably have way more stories than I do.
Oh,
but
God. Stop it.
But, like, yeah, there's going to be stuff like that. But also, I want to do a couple, either solo episodes or one with my friend about, we're going to do some heavy shit. But don't worry, it's going to be all interspliced with, like, funny episode than serious episode. So there's going to be a variety. And
heavy shit is, I think it's already been a theme within, at least it's just the first episode when this comes out. This episode of Dick Smoothie comes out. There's just one episode. Like, holy smokes, I love it. And the fact that you were teaching me things. And if you want a high quality, high caliber podcast that's scripted and well done, that is the podcast to listen to. What It's Like with Tasha Blake. You can find it on Spotify or Anchor currently. We're getting it onto other platforms, and we'll let you know when they get out. But like the nomophobia is real, and please explain what that is.
Nomophobia is the fear of being without your cell phone. I think it should be smartphone, obviously, but it makes perfect sense, and it spoke to me more than probably any other one, even the ones I talked about that were personal to me. I was like, that was the most interesting thing that I learned. And I will say that a couple of people who listened to the episode, thank you, were just like, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And I was like, how come this isn't, like, think about what that's like to be without your technology, to not be able to connect with anyone, especially during COVID. It's our lifeline.
Well, we experience it hard because, you know, we kind of like each other. I mean, right? Yeah, we kind of we kind of like each other. But I was at home, and Tasha was home, so we live in different cities, and
we live a few cities apart.
Yeah. And holy frick, Rogers and Fido, because it's owned by Rogers, just didn't work for a day. And they say it's due to the fact that it was the first day of kids being back online with school. They say that was the issue, which I believe, because there's just so much traffic.
Wouldn't that have been internet though? It was cell service.
But cell service, I don't even know. I don't get it. I know they're on different frequencies in different ways, but like they may have just crashed the server or something like that.
Yeah.
Who knows? But we were without our cell phones for a day, and I'm like, I can't contact you at all, and I'm like, oh my god. And
I remember I woke up and I was at 3 a.m, which is apparently when it happened. 3:21 I woke up. I looked at my phone and I was like, how come I don't have any text messages? So many people text me like after I've already gone to bed. And I rolled over and I was like, what the hell? Did I say something wrong? I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked on my phone, it just was like 0 bars, and I was like, oh, thank god I have an extra iPhone. And then I was like, oh, I looked at my work phone, which is also Rogers, and my internet through my work, which is also Rogers, and nothing. And I was stranded. I had to actually drive to a Starbucks outside of their store, hop onto their Wi-Fi just to be able to send or do Facebook calls, because you couldn't even do iMessage.
Yeah, and you were trying to just contact work. That's all you were trying to do, is actually contact work and be like, nothing is working for me right now.
But I will tell you, my work phone was working better. And you never got the voicemail, but I called you. You're the first person that I called before my boss. And I was just I left a voice and I was like, Dan, it's me. And I was like, this is my work number. And I just want you to know that I'm not mad and nothing bad happened. I was like, I just don't have, and I hope that you get this message, and I love you. It was literally that. And then you never got it. And I was like, wait, he's with Fido, so he's probably going to be in the same boat. But I was like, he's going to think that I'm basically just ghosted him or something.
Yeah. I didn't feel ghosted, which was good because I knew what was happening. I woke up and I was fine at home because I had Wi-Fi and I didn't notice it until I got to work, and I was like, my phone's not working, and I reset it a couple times, and then luckily someone just came up to me because I was saying it out loud. Someone came up and was like, oh yeah, it's Rogers and Fido, they're just down today. And I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So now I'm trying to attach to the public Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And that shit never works that well.
Never. It's so bad.
It's so bad. Even where the place I work and there's no one there right now, it's so bad. and I can get Wi-Fi for probably 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And then it just cuts out. And then I have to re-sign in, hopefully, but I'm too busy. So I just basically sent you a message. I'm like, it's Rogers and Fido. I'm not mad at you.
I know, when I got those, when I hit up fucking Starbucks for their Wi-Fi, I was just like, I was like, he knows. So I actually had to drive home because I was like, how long could this be out for? They didn't have any updates by 5 o'clock.
They had no resolution for it.
So I packed all my shit and I drove home without a GPS. And also realized
you drove home without a GPS. It's around the corner. You needed a GPS
to get to my parents' house.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I was gonna say, if you needed a GPS from the Starbucks home,
I was one street parallel over. And I was like, where is I? I don't know how it is to get home.
Where is I?
My brain just broke. So I drove home without a GPS, and I also was really upset because I thought that on Spotify I had a lot more music downloaded, but on my playlist I was like, it's giving me the same 10 songs, and I was like, this is gonna be the longest drive of my life. And I was like, maybe I should hit up Dan on my way home because it's on the way. But I was like, I don't even know exactly where to go. So I got home, I walked into my parents' house, connected to their Wi-Fi, and immediately you called me at the exact moment that I walked into my house. And I was like,
that's right.
And I was like, hello? And you're like, it works. And I was like, my heart
I was so
excited.
Down. I was so fucking excited.
You're like, I haven't talked to you all day. What the fuck?
And it's weird and obviously we were just worried about each other, but I guess that's kind of cute.
Well,
gross.
Yeah, not talking for almost 24 hours basically.
Oh, you miss Dirty Dan?
I miss Dirty Dan, and I was like, hey y'all, I'm gonna give you a description, you tell me if you know where he is. Nobody knew.
Okay, so today, explain what you're drinking first.
White Claw.
Yeah, what flavor?
Is there an explanation needed? It's black cherry.
Okay, well, fine. Well, today I'm drinking Ciders, and it's from Toronto. It's Brickworks Cider House, and this one's the rosé cider.
Fuck yeah.
I just took my first sip, and I really like this. Ooh. I think you should take a sip. Listen for the reaction.
Ooh, that's the best yet. Ooh.
Oh, that's good, right? Ooh. It's rose cider, and I think it's actually made with roses, right?
This has the most. This is like. There's so much dimension to it. I'm getting so many flavors. Like I'm just getting. Yeah. I'm not even kidding. Don't ask me why. White chocolate. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't taste that one. Well, hold on.
It tastes like. It's like creamy. Like I don't understand why.
Well, it is kind of, but it's like okay. So it's a hibiscus cider for the most part, I believe.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because that's what roses are. It's a flower, right? So,
wait, roses are flowers?
Yeah, you didn't know that? They grow out of my ass. Much like your favorite song, "The Secret to a Great Rose." No, it's a rosé. See, they put the oh no, I didn't notice.
You didn't notice the accent aigu?
No, I didn't notice the asante.
Accent aigu.
Whatever it is.
You sound Spanish, you're like, asante.
Every secret to a great rosé cider is harmony. We blend juice from raspberries and blueberries. Oh, that's what you're tasting. Oh, okay. With cider made from 100% Ontario heritage apples and finish it with a touch of honey to create this delicate and subtly sweet dry cider. Working together, they create the beautiful symphony that is our rosé cider.
Ooh la la. Is this sponsored? It is now.
Nah, yeah, I hope so. If they wait, no. We're not plugging them, but we would love to plug them if they want to.
We're gonna buy that again.
Oh fuck yeah!
Did you know
it was the variety pack too? So I got the margarita lime, I got the pineapple agave, and that's the one I just finished before this, and it's really good.
So good. Did you know my grandma owned an apple orchard?
No, I did not know that.
It's huge. If you ever come down to the area, I'll show you it. It's on the way.
I love apple picking. Have you ever had a grapple?
No.
A grapple. Sorry. That was my face gas.
Mouth gas.
Yeah, my mouth gas is probably killing
grapple, like grapes and apples?
Yeah, it's a
genetically modified.
Thank you.
Is
genetically
it
modified. Habitable. It's a genetically modified apple that tastes like a grape as well. And they come out September, fruits. October.
Where? In Canada?
So I got the hookups because hear me out, okay? Hear me out. I've been doing my research. Like, when I always got them was when I was living in Michigan. When I was living in Michigan, Waterford, I don't know why they just had a bunch of them. They were at Fortino's. Not Fortino's. Fucking Myers is what I'm trying to say.
Myers?
Yeah,
is
Myers.
Is that like a pretty good, like, famous grocery chain?
Yeah, that's why I compared it to Fortino's. It's probably around the same, or even the Superstore kind of thing. Myers is huge. Kroger is a big thing there. Yeah. But oh fuck, where was I going? Oh yeah, grapples. And then I was at work and I was talking about grapples and someone knew about them and I was like, you got to tell me where your dad gets them. Okay? And he said Fortino's.
Damn, I want to try. October?
September is what he was saying, but it's apple picking season when it comes out no matter what.
Can we go apple picking?
Of course. And we got to do some scary shit. Hopefully there's going to be things that have opened up. Hopefully you're getting vaccinated. By the time that this episode comes out, I think I'm actually going to be posting it pretty fast, but I probably am going to be about to get my first dose.
Which also means that Daniel will be undead.
Yeah, watch out. I might turn into a zombie. It is a fear of mine. Anymore. Okay, so if we really want to get into this, I am very scared. I'm very scared to get the vaccine.
I don't envy you.
Not just because of the horror of not knowing what's going to happen in the future with it, like turning into a zombie, but also I know I'm going to get sick. Like, I always get sick when I get vaccinated.
You probably just get a really bad headache. Apparently,
I'm sure I'm going to feel like death.
It should make for a good long weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get paid for it, which is nice.
As you should.
As I should. I feel like everyone should get paid.
My business partner got vaccinated today.
She did?
She had a headache immediately. So
You
better keep some Advil or Tylenol.
Yeah. Just the person sticks it in your arm is like, what you need to do when you get home is pop as many Advils as what can stick in your mouth, and you're gonna be fine. That's a whole
bottle.
I don't think I could fit a full bottle in my mouth.
I could.
Well, hold my gum. Hold my gum. Ew. Yeah, sometimes we share gum. That's what I have to say.
That's like the closest thing you can ever do with somebody.
And I gotta say, 5 gum is actually lasts 5 hours, and we share gum, and it's so gross, but it's so cute.
It's a pass off. It's a
pass off when we're doing
like, okay,
sexy things too.
Hold my gum, and I'm like, okay, put it back in my mouth, baby.
You know it's game on when.
Well, I mean, you used to get mad at me for keeping gum in my mouth, so now it's a rule. Hold my gum.
Yeah. I was like, please, like, can you not like make out with me, go down on me with the gum in your mouth? Thank you.
And I'm like, I just put it in the pocket. You're like, I know it's in there and I can feel it. Like
it's just in the pocket, but you're distracted by the gum.
Because I'm just like, just stay in there. And I'm like, wait,
so you're distracted by the gum, and you're thinking about the gum instead of me.
You're so selfish. Okay, but anyone who likes 5 gum. Wait, what's your brand? Like the gum that's coated in like almost like that shell, disgusting. Dentine Ice, Trident.
That's a great question for the yeah. Okay, who should we totally bash on this podcast? That's what we are asking the audience right now.
Yeah.
Like, what gum is your preferred gum? Like, let's fucking stick it to him. Let's stick it to the man.
If you think, like, Trident used to make gum that was just like 5, where it's wrapped in foil and it has that dusting on it so it doesn't stick to the wrapper. Same with like Juicy Fruit, right? All those, like, all the best gums make gum like that. But if you like candy coated gum or like shell coated gum, it's disgusting. It lasts for half an hour. It gives you just a tiny burst.
Max. Yeah.
You get like those containers where you have to chew like 6 at a time, and I'm like, it doesn't feel like it's freshening my breath. Like, I don't understand. But
like, I like the taste of pure gum, but it lasts like 5 to 10 minutes.
Ew, you like that shit? Like Dragon's Den?
I don't know. It would probably.
The aspartame free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shit gum, and it was on Dragon's Den or Shark Tank. They blew the fuck up, and I tried it once. I bought it from Pusateri's, like downtown Toronto, and I was just like, this is what the hype's about. I think I chewed it for 10 seconds, and I was like, this is horrible. Like,
it tastes good at the first couple seconds, and then it dies off real quick.
Yeah, and 5 gum tastes good for 10 hours.
No, 5 hours max, and I would have said 2 hours before that.
They're like those 5-hour energy drinks. It's like 5-hour fresh breath, 5 gum. What it feels like to chew 5 gum. They have the best commercials too. Have you seen like the new Trident commercial?
No.
Oh, okay. Like, this is something that people should watch. I don't like Trident.
I think we might be able to show it on the show.
We should. It's basically showing everybody after like lockdown, like probably like 2 years in the future, like their cars have like dirt all over them and they're using the windshield wipers to like, just everyone's been inside, and there's like a woman on a Zoom call and everyone just starts disappearing from the call. So it's just her, and they're like, it's like everyone's walking out and singing, kind of like Hot Rod, where they're all like before the riot starts, when they're all coming together. And they're just like, oh my God, lockdown's over. Like, COVID is over. And everyone just congregates like in like a park, and they all just start straddling each other and like basically fucking and making out, because they're like, we can have physical contact with humans again.
but get vaccinated first.
Yeah. But everyone's just like jumping each other basically and just making out. And they all put Trident in their mouth right before they do. And I'm like, this is such a good commercial.
Sounds sexy.
It is.
Hey, that's kind of where the commercials are at, if it's sexy PC sexy.
PC sexy?
Yeah, and PC sexy is a very, very fine line. Like, James Franco is no longer in business for the most part, I think.
Why?
Sexual misconduct on set.
What? I didn't know
it's been
that.
years. It's been years.
I don't really know that.
Seth Rogen is even like, and that was in the news too recently, where Seth Rogen is like, I haven't worked with him recently, and I'm not going to be working with him in the near future. And that's awful when it's like best friends.
Totally.
You know? And it's because Seth Rogen, what was not The Room, but the movie, The Disaster Artist. Yeah. So that's when the accusations happened. That's when the accusations happened, and Seth Rogen was like, Seth Rogen is like, no, I wouldn't put anyone in danger. And well, apparently another accusation came in too.
Yikes.
I'm surprised. I remember when it was happening. I'm surprised it didn't get totally pulled. Great movie and everything like that, and stuff like that. But when there's a person doing something boldly, inexplicitly rude and disgusting, you just can't do it. You just
gotta be held accountable.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people
That's
cannot
really
do
sad.
that.
I love James Franco. Everyone does.
Everyone does, but
I
think the power got to his head.
I don't know.
So a lot of people, like at least from the podcast and stuff that I listen to, it's your age of maturity stops once you get famous. Right? Yeah. So that's freaks and geeks for him.
Right.
Right? That's a while ago. So if his maturity stopped then, which it shows in all of these movies.
That's why child stars are so fucked up. Macaulay Culkin. Honestly, that's such a good point. I forgot about that.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense. And like no one wants to be like, me too you this person unless it's happened to you, of course. I don't know the person, didn't happen to me, and I can't speak on anyone's behalf, but holy shit, like, me to him. It sucks for him, but he deserves it. Hold him accountable. Does that make sense? Maybe it didn't make sense.
I think it did.
Yeah? Or am I going to get me too now too?
Well, I could definitely shed some light.
Yeah, I've been beating her ass in darts.
Don't.
Oh my God, she doesn't even want to talk about it. That's how bad it is. I just need to win one more game. How many games have we played? 301. It's like 60 games, and we were like, and if you've listened to this podcast, you probably heard how butthurt I was at points in time, but now I'm kicking her fucking ass.
And you're like, let's play darts, and I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm fucking winning. And I'm like, what's your fucking kill count? And you're like, actually, we should play 69 games.
I don't know how to play 69 games. How do you do that?
69 games total.
Okay, but if you added 69 to a period, what is that?
69 interrupted by a period, 6.9.
Equals 0.
Why 0? Why 0?
Because it's all done. Once the period happens during 69, it ain't happening.
Hell yeah. I did the math on my Apple Watch, on my calculator. It's true. It equals 0.
She's actually wearing a watch today for people that can't see. A lot of the time she just looks at her wrist and there's nothing there.
Haven't you ever just been like, people are like, what time is it? And I'm like, oh, it's a hair past.
But she also refers to her wrist for years before this. Like, it was like, oh yeah, 3 years ago I did this. And I'm like, how is your watch / wrist with no watch on it telling you that this happened 3 years ago?
Dan's like, what time was dinner ready? And I just look at my wrist and I'm like, I haven't started dinner.
Yeah. I'm so excited for the gourmet cheese. Grilled cheese. Cheese grilled.
Motherfucker.
And it's got the Satan bacon.
Hail Satan.
And I got the roast beef. And I got all this stuff. But before we end this off, do you have anything else to say? Oh, we gotta play the Karen.
Okay, so actually so funny. It's funny. I haven't talked to Karen in years, but she was my best friend and still consider her to be one of my truest best friends of life. All the years that I was at Laurier.
And shout out to Karen because this is awesome. We want everyone to do this, by the way.
Yeah.
Reach out to us, send us some good stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just excited.
Yeah. She sent us a voice memo because I was talking to her the other night. Shout out. And she also just messaged me and was like, I just listened to the last Dick Smoothie episode and we're talking about Belmonts because what we're doing right now, Dan, Karen and I were roommates and we had a balcony and no one ever used it. We lived with 3 other girls in our condo and no one ever went on the balcony, but we would sit on the balcony like this and smoke, like chain smoke Belmonts and play ukuleles and harmonicas and just be like, and just fucking chill out there. We used to do the most fun stuff, but she's like, oh my God, Belmonts, because we would only smoke Belmonts. And anyways, she's my dear good friend.
Yeah, when we met, what is it, 8-9 years ago now?
Yeah, 8.5
You just love smoking bellies.
How could you not? I don't know. It's my choice, but anyways, so
it's all about the charcoal filter.
Would you ever smoke hybrids? Belmont hybrid?
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. It was banned in Canada, but it was one of those, in the filter was one of those like peppermint
mint
snaps.
beads.
Yeah, like it would be like next snaps. I think Belmonts were called hybrids.
They're not, it's just all menthol in general.
Yes. Oh my God. I was addicted. I think that's when I smoked the most. And then they banned them in Canada. And I remember the guy. The guy that I was dating at the time, we went and we bought.
What? You dated other people?
Yeah.
You've dated other people. Just
sure
kidding. Keep going.
We're just like, we gotta go now. They're banning this in like a week, and we just bought out all of the supplies at like convenience stores. So like, we need to have like a you know what I mean? A back supply because like once they're gone forever. And they were so mint. No pun intended. But anyways, so
they're like Camel Crushes.
Oh my God, I would give anything to have one right now. I can still taste it. Anyways, so Karen had a suggestion for Daniel about restless legs.
Let's hear it.
Hey there, long-time listener, first-time caller here. I'm just calling in because I used to suffer from restless leg syndrome just like Dan. So I started taking magnesium supplements and I found that they actually really, really helped. I read online that magnesium is actually a natural muscle relaxant. So it's worth giving it a shot. So take your magnesium, kids. Magnesium.
Magnesium. I love it. Thank you, Karen, for actually giving us like some great quality stuff. Like, okay, so like I don't know if people remember or if people listen to the episode, but I have terrible.
That was BTK's milk mustache, by the way.
Oh, okay. BTK's milk mustache. Listen to that one. Yeah. I have restless leg syndrome, and it's really hard. Because I'd like to drink booze, and what happened was I think I just kind of quit the booze at the time, and then I was like, couldn't sleep. My legs are just jumping all over the place, all that stuff, which is definitely a withdrawal syndrome. So I would jerk off, or have the sexual thing, and. So the sexy thing? This sexy sex thing?
Oh, like SEX?
Yeah, that thing.
Thing.
And then once I relieved myself, I would kind of fall asleep. But thank you so much, Karen, for bringing up magnesium, because I'd rather just do that. I don't want to keep myself up all night. And sometimes you don't even want to like jerk off or something like that.
Should we hit up Shoppers Drug Mart tonight for some supplements?
Some supplements. Actually, I can get a discount at on magnesium.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna use my discount powers.
And you're gonna report back with the progress.
Yes, because Karen, I really appreciate that, and I'm gonna test it out. We'll see what happens.
I have a lot of faith. It's so funny when she told me about it on the phone. I was like, "Wait, you have restless legs?" And I was like, "Is that why you were such a night owl?" Because this girl stay up later than anybody I know.
That was me. Yeah,
I know. I was like, because Dan's a night owl. And I was just like, we would literally hang out till like 3 a.m. every night. And she's like, no. Well, yeah, I am a night owl. And I was like,
And okay, so I like maybe Karen will be able to message in again.
Yeah.
Because I have a question for her now.
Okay.
And maybe she has something similar what my experience was. But I realized I had restless legs since I was a kid. Okay, so when I was younger, and like you would have to go out with your parents and stuff like that. If you're going to even to your cousin's house and they're hanging out and stuff, I would fall asleep early, right? I would fall asleep, but then when I had to go home, my legs hurt and they were doing the jumpy stuff. And I was like, I couldn't, you can't sit still. You're like, you want to fucking throw your legs through the car. Yeah. And stuff like that. So I'm wondering if maybe Karen had the same thing.
That's a really good question.
Seeing
She's
if
gonna report back for sure.
Because apparently, and I can't speak for everyone, and also this is just something that I heard down the Vine line, but apparently you either get restless leg syndrome very, very young, or you get it very, very old.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there's not really the middle part, right?
Oh, she's gonna put the pieces together then.
Yeah.
So please, Karen, let us know. We look forward to hearing from you.
And,
I also just remembered something, which we were talking about the other night, her and I, which was in the episode that I did for What It's Like, and we're talking about Jaws, Chrissy's Last Swim. Karen actually, you'll love this, Dan. Karen actually we took our first film course together, and that's like where like I think we bonded even more so. But we took Intro to Film with Dr. Kilborn. And Jaws is one of the films we had to watch. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't rewatch this movie. And Chrissy's Last Swim is the first scene. And we actually, we decided this many years ago that Chrissy's Last Swim was our band name because it sounds like a Screamo band.
Oh
and
my God.
We still have a Facebook page reserved that's called Chrissy's Last Swim.
It's such a good band name.
I know. So we were talking that we were laughing.
That's fucking perfect.
I know. Chrissy's Last Swim. So, and she's like, I still haven't given up on it. I was like, girl, I think about it all the time. So we're going to make merch and rock merch for Chrissy's Last Swim. And people be like, what's this band? I'd be like, you haven't heard of Chrissy's Last Swim, but there's going to be no music.
There's going to be no music.
It's just that, like, you can be that.
It's just a link to your Facebook pages.
Yeah, which has multiple likes, I'm pretty sure. So bring it the fuck on. But yeah, anyways, we're going to be putting the studio together, but I did a couple of paintings for our studio. So
yes, I'm excited for and if anyone follows Tash, it's catharsis.on.canvas on Instagram, and you can see these paintings there, and they're beautiful. They're so cool. The first one's called Call Me in the Afternoon. What's the second one called?
Straight to Voicemail.
Straight to Voicemail. I love it.
You fucked up.
I love it.
Well, they're facing each other, so it looks like these two women are having like this connection. But it's our colors: pink, purple, blue, and seafoam green. And it's
acrylic. If Luke Lenny ever listens to this episode, shout out to Luke. It is acrylic. I found out the answer for you.
A man of his word.
I told him I was gonna do it. Okay, I told him that I was gonna find out the answer, and he's got the answer now. He's got it. So yeah, definitely check out those paintings. We're not selling them; those are ours. However, I think there's something down the line with Tosh that you'll just have to keep your ears open for. And your eyes open, especially when the internet works. And we just want to let you know that, yes, we are moving all of our YouTube pages just to one page. I know that sounds weird, but it helps us. And if you subscribe to Flannel on Flannel with Daniel, which is what the main page is currently called, once we merge everything together, we're just going to have it as DSS Productions. Just a lot of like YouTube blah, blah, blahs. And we want to make sure that we have all of our fans in one area. I think that's the best way to do it, right, Tosh? Yeah, just have everyone together as the community. And if you subscribe, you have no idea how much it helps us. If you go on iTunes, any of our shows, starting from scratch, Flannel on Flannel, hashtag Dick Smoothie, What It's Like. If you just go onto iTunes and you rate us 5 stars or give us a comment, you have no idea how much it helps us. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking to get people's stories out, words out, whatever you want.
Anything goes.
Yeah, anything goes. We're really not afraid to touch on any topic.
Not at all.
So contact us. We'd love to have a guest on here, of course. Well, we'd love to have guests. Honestly, we do our best work when we have guests. And of course, hashtag Dick Smoothie is kind of improv, but improv. Did I say it?
Impromptu improv.
Pra, pra, pra. And
actually, it should be improve, and there's an accent aigu on the end. So.
Improve. And if you want me to do ASMR, please let me know, because I've been considering it. And if you want to pay me for
it just sounds like so low.
Like, do you just want me to
It sounds like you're selling yourself right now.
You're
just like, I'm not going to sell my body, but if you want me to do ASMR, I will. I'm taking requests right now.
Any requests you need, I got you.
We should do a whole episode. Wait a minute. Oh, there's a crow flying overhead. We're outside. Fuck.
You can check me out on Instagram as Dick Smoothie Douche. The one and only. No one ever gonna take that name because they don't want it. So
also,
you can definitely follow me.
If we do ASMR, don't forget, ASMR stands for annoyingly sexy mouth recordings, not whatever bullshit Google tells you.
What does Google tell you?
Fuck, I had it. It was in the last episode.
It was ass to mouth something recordings. Yes. I get it now. Yeah. I prefer not going to ass to mouth for the most part, but you know, sometimes you just got to.
Kevin Smith nailed it though. You never go ass to mouth.
You never go ass to mouth.
You know what?
But he also had a donkey show.
He did, and he also got Rosario Dawson to say, if it's the right person and like you really have feelings for them, it's okay. You can do it.
And like Rosario Dawson of all people, never thought she would say that.
Well, she totally did. And it's
anyways, well, thank you for tuning in, and this was a great mini episode of hashtag Dick Smoothie on the outside, or in the outside, in the wilderness, in the backyard.
The wilderness.
Listen to our shows. Hit us up. We love you. Good night.
Dick Smoothie.